Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Yo. Check 1 2 1 2. How's that level? Want to make sure this is a better level. It seems like it is getting too hot on my side. Sounds good though. Master friend, let me get a A-OK here. Let me know what you think about this one right now. This is after the double hearts, all right? I might go a little loud too, so you can test my range. It says I'm blowing out. I shouldn't be, but it says I am. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Shout out to Master Friend on the mic. Yeah, I am, but I'm... Bam. Bam. Love that. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your precious asset with me, and that is your times. Get it? Your times? Sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show, baby. Shout out to each and every one of you. Thank you for jumping on in. It's my hair. What's going on, man? Hey. I'm here twice a day on a Sunday. What are you going to do over here? Hey, I'm out in the backyard, mowing the lawn. Shout out to all my beautiful people here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. And I'm just going to double check here with Master Friend. Okay, thank you. Yeah, because it's telling me the levels are spiked nonsense. Like, see, this is every time I use Zoom, it throws off Streamlabs OBS. So look, it's telling me I'm super overmodulated right now, but I know I'm not. You know what I mean? So I got to go by my team. My team's got to hold me down. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in, even when I restart the computer, which I find strange. And this has been happening for years now on different computers too. Weird, right? I've seen it happen on multiple computers. Hey, what are you going to do? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. I appreciate you all for being here. Let me keep the music up and down up there for you. Shout out to all my beautiful people here. And let's get that music back up and running, shall we? You probably can barely hear it, but we're going to get it louder for you. Blessed and blessings for everybody out here. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. All right, let's break down BTC 105. Big pump today, up to 106,000. I called a nice move. Let's see if we got it to my green zone. Remember, I put that green box. Was that on the Bybit chart? Where was it? But basically, I drew this flag, suggested we were going to get to 106,330. We pumped to 106,493. We got even higher than expected, which is pretty awesome for me. That's a beautiful pump. So that was the call today, that we were going to break out of this flag, see the measured move, and pump to the measured move. And that's exactly what happened. Then we made this flag, and this flag looked beautiful. Look, we're going to pump for more. We got the rejection. Now we're in a kind of a bear flag below the 200 MA on the 5-minute time frame. That is a bear flag, right? That actually might spell more downside here for BTC as we speak. I mean, that could just propel you further down to about 105,094 for Bitcoin. So, beautiful day. I hope you took some profits on the call and took some gains. It was absolutely lovely, and it was one of the best days. Slow move, but we got the pump for BTC exactly like we were supposed to. So, hey, it is what it is. Another beautiful call here for Bitcoin. And it looks like we may go slightly lower here for BTC. All right. It looks like we may go slightly lower. That's a bit of a bear flag, but we're going to take a look. A bit of a rounded top, too. See that? And a heavy resistance at 106,334. You can see we got a good amount of liquidity on either side. We've got a pretty crazy week ahead with a lot of data coming at us on Wednesday and Thursday. We got CPI and PPI. We're going to talk about that. Get your stickies out, and let's talk about it. So basically, Monday we're clean. We got M2 money supply year over year. I'd like to look at that. It's at 8.1. I'd like to see that higher than 8.1, above the forecast 8.2. M2 money stock year over year. I'd like to see that too as well. And then we have, GDP unemployment rate, which, for me, it's whatevs. But we moved to Tuesday. Nothing crazy on Tuesday, but let's take a look here. We moved to Tuesday. Nothing too crazy. Bang, bang, bang. And we moved to Wednesday. Wednesday is the red folder day. Core CPI month over month. CPI month over month. And CPI year over year. That comes in at 8:30 on Wednesday, June 11th. Put a sticky note on your computer. Get ready for that. That's going to be a bit of a problem. That's going to be an area you're going to want to be paying close attention to here. Wednesday. All right. Bang, bang, bang. Thursday, we have core PPI. So we have core CPI. And then Thursday, we have core PPI. Producer price index, right? Consumer and producer. All right. And then you have month over month. And then unemployment claims come in as well. That's at 241. It was previous 242. It's forecasted to be lower. We'd like to see if it comes in higher, puts pressure on the Fed. We'll see where that goes. But we have a lot of data coming at us, okay? A lot of data coming at us on on Wednesday and Thursday. So Wednesday, core CPI. Thursday, core PPI. I will be reminding you in the trading group. I'll keep you privy to this information. Pay attention, though. It's coming at us, and it's coming at us fast. Get ready. This is why we go over Bitcoin. And the weekly candle close. Hey, Sue, can I get some water? Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. All right. Thank you so much. Yeah. There's no one named Sue here. I'm all alone. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here for Bitcoin and the weekly candle close. Let's take a look at what happened here for Bitcoin. I see a little bit of bullish divergence. Could we get the bump or is it a bear flag? Let's see what happens here. We get back above the 200 moving average. We'll be okay. The 1 hour also, look, when the 1 minute lost to 200. That's it. It's just amazing. Short that. When you gain it, long it. The 1 minute using the 200 MA can make you so much money back and forth, left and right, up and down, baby. To the upside, baby. To the upside. So let's take a look at what happened here for Bitcoin. We're going to get rid of the moving averages like we always do. We're going to look at price action all by its little old self. We're going to take a look at what I see happening for Bitty Bitcoin tonight on the week. Let's take a look at that weekly candle all by itself. Let's analyze it. Let's have some fun. Let's break it down. The weekly candle opened at 105,642 and 93 cents. The high was 106,794 and 67 cents. The low was 100,372 and 26 cents, and the candle would close at 105,734. If you can believe it, it started at 105,642 and ended at 105,734. An entire week of price action. Bitcoin went up $91. Like from start to finish, an entire week of price action. Bitcoin went up $91. The biggest asset in the world with all the movement, all the money. And look at the span. I mean, it went all the way down to 100,004, all the way back up to 107,000, a $7,000 swing for Bitcoin. Unbelievable. You got to love it. That's absolutely absurd. And this is a bullish pin bar, a bullish hammer. It's Thor's hammer. You can see that's kind of the hammer. You got the top piece of the hammer, the long sledgehammer. You could swing that thing around and do some damage. That is it right there. Thor's hammer, my friends. Thor's hammer. All right. Bang, bang, bang. Now that, suggests you will go further to the upside, but that wick right there, yeah. Mixed signals here on the weekly for sure. Let's kind of zoom in and see what's happening. So all that matters to me is that we stay above 104,460, which was this key resistance that is now beautiful support for Bitcoin. I mean, that level is something you definitely want to watch very, very closely. 104. And how do you know exactly? If you go to the open, high, low, and close up here and you just hover on the candle, you can see that it opened at 104,463. That's going to be that 104.5 resistance / now is support. So 104,005 we'll call it. And as long as we keep a weekly candle above that level, I remain optimistic that we could get a bigger move to the upside for Bitcoin. There's a couple ideas here. The most bullish scenario is we make an uptrending flag. All three say we consolidate. So I don't see us going on a massive pump anytime soon. I see us, the most bullish scenario, like maybe a 4 to 5 week uptrending flag before the breakout somewhere in mid-July, and then another bullish scenario, but not as bullish, but pretty dang. That's the most bullish is an uptrending flag. Secondary bullish to that would be just making an ascending triangle or some type of bull pennant. That could even go higher on the left side here than the right, and it could be some type of a bull pennant. And that gets tight. No matter what, both of those would have a measured move out the top of the flag somewhere to about, 128,597 for BTC. So that's just, what I'm looking at here for Bitcoin. Now, so yes. Now here's your bullish, but it's a more bearish bullish scenario. You make some type of falling wedge here, right? And this to me is the most likely, and it's the most likely based off the moving averages. You always want to see where the 21 weekly is on your weekly, where it is on the daily. You can see how far we are. Every time Bitcoin had a huge pump and did distance itself from the 21, we eventually made our way back to it, and it took a few months of consolidation. This way here, now we had a huge pump. It would make sense that we would have about a 4 to 5 week consolidation period here before the next big breakout. It would be awesome if we stay above this resistance at about 102,008, and I'm still bullish as long as these levels aren't broken. And you can go below them, but you can wick all you want, but you don't close a candle below key levels. You close a candle below a key level, you got to start considering that's no go, right? That's no go. Shout out to everybody here. I don't know where you trade, but I love trading on weeks, baby. No music at all. Oh, man, let's see what's going on here. So it's just like non-exist. I see it. You hear the music now, right? Hear the music now, Master Friend? Any music now? Dang. That was at 8:22, 8 minutes ago. Clips when I get loud. Yeah. We'll see. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. That's just blowing out my ears. Like I can't hear with the music that loud. So crazy. I don't know why it does that. We'll figure it out. No worries. I got a mixer coming too. Yee, what is yee? Yay? You're funny. All right, cool. Okay, I just want to make sure everyone knows I'm live in the group. I see people. I forget to post in the group right now. So what a beautiful day, though. Look, this is Sunday. Imagine this. Imagine using 26x Lev, knowing what you're doing, number one. And, dude, I was in at 105,966. It went to 106,182. It actually went higher, too, right? $929. I was in that trade for, I think, about 10 minutes, 12 minutes. Made a little under a grip. I mean, you can't beat this stuff, man. Trading on the weekends from your house. And that's trading on weeks. All right? You can hit the QR code to access weeks right there if you want to find out more. I love that little cat in the Bitcoin suit. That's sick. And hit the QR code right there to get into weeks. Let me show you here. Will it load? Yeah. Right there. And I also have a link below and in the pinned comment if you want to find out more. Weeks is awesome. It's got great liquidity, lower fees than a lot of the bigger exchanges. And I actually, I know the people that run it too. They're good people, so you could check it out. Go to Weeks. Find out more at weeks.com, W-E-E-X. Go to use the link in my description, all right? If you want to gain access to my community-specific options that you don't get really anywhere else. So, 124,983. I want to see this get a bit of a bounce. Even if we're bearish, it looks like we'll get a green week. Like, even if we're meant to go up and come back down, it looks like we got ourselves a green week. You know what I mean? Thank you for giving memberships. That's so nice of you. It looks like we'll get a pump, even if we're eventually trending slowly down. And if we're pumping, we'll go out So to me, it looks more bullish than bearish on the week. I can't guarantee, but this bigger wick suggests that we will plow further to the upside here. And I showed you the three scenarios. I'm looking for the better trend, but anything is possible, right? We don't know for sure. Anything is possible. Okay, thank you so much for becoming members of the Crypto Lifer Stream. Greatly appreciate that. Much love to each and every one of you. May God bless my lifers. 105,900. And I got this Bitcoin trade cooking, good looking, on MEXC. Shout out to anyone that trades MEXC with the Lifer. God bless each and every one of you for being here. $128.77, right when we looked at it. And wow, we're getting this mean move here. I saw this move out of the flag on the 1 minute, the 1 hour, because we were above the 200 moving average. This looks like it's about to get busy and make another flag. Continue further to the upside. I'm going to get into this from the bigger to the smaller time frames, but right now on MEXC alone, I see a measured move somewhere up to about 108,000. That coincides with all this liquidity up here, 107, and there's tons of liquidity at 115K. We go to 115K, we're going to liquidate billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars. Billions of dollars, So, and there's my ETH trade still in the water. I will hold it till the end of time. I won't let it go until I win that trade, baby. So there's my Bitcoin trade. I'd look to get out maybe at 107,262. We start to rip even more. I will raise that and the stop loss further to the upside. 105.9. Bitcoin looking like it's getting a massive pump here to the upside. Some big news coming in. The Dow Jones opening up. We're going to take a look at the NASDAQ of the S&P as well. And we're going to have some fun. I cannot wait. Yeah, I know what I'm going to do is just use Zoom by itself from now on. Never intertwine it inside of the virtual. You know what I mean? Maybe that's what. Maybe you have to turn the settings off for the virtual. No, it's still off. Yeah, interesting. Interessante, to say the least, right? Anyway, I like this. The weekly, when the weekly closes and the next week starts to open, very bullish sign. I wouldn't be surprised if this weekly really flies and we go all the way back close to the all-time high, $108,000, $109,000 BTC, 109,941. It tends to pump every time I show up. I don't know what that's all about, but it does. It just does. Bitcoin closes the 5-day candle in 23 hours, and that's a very bullish close as far as I'm concerned on the 5-day. Look at that. I mean, that's another giant pin bar, and it's got far more sell pressure to the upside than to the downside. That's what we're talking about. Let's move forward to the 3-day chart. The 3-day looking absolutely bananas in the 3-day. And see how the different charts show you different things? Amen. And a beginner will get confused by all this. They'll get mixed signals. Someone else will, a long-term trader will just get more information. That's all. Just get good data. So look, we broke out. And now, in my humble opinion, that's a breakout. Like, you've broken out on the 3-day chart. Sayonara. Like, that's gone. I know this sounds crazy, but buying the breakout. One could buy right here with a take profit at about 119K and a stop loss below this wick. There's a high likelihood you never get taken out here. It is basically a 2.5 risk-reward ratio. It's not the worst, not the best. But, man, that's a possible trade. Hold me to this trade. Write it down. See what happens here. Likelihood we do get a bigger move further to the upside, somewhere up to about $121,000 Bitcoin. All right? I'm just saying, that's a breakout on the 3-day chart. The 3-day chart has broken out. That's a breakout on the daily. The daily has broken out of a falling wedge. Falling wedges break out 68% of the time. You had a golden cross that told you that we were going to get a breakout. MACD turning. RSI above the 200 move. See, it just got above. Look what I see happening, though. Look, you got your shoulder. You're going to get your head. You're going to get a little bit of a right shoulder, which gives you a bigger move here further to the upside. All right? And then boom, look, 1, 2, 3. This thing can get above the 21 and then pump, pump, pump. Don't be surprised if we get ourselves a little bit of a right shoulder here. Don't be freaked out. Don't be sketched out if we get a little bit of a right shoulder. That's going to be okay. No problems. That's actually what I'm looking for. If we can come back to 104.4, even a dip to maybe 103.9, I don't know if we'll get that lucky. Bang. This may just continue to rip. But right now, I'm looking for this continuation. It's a breakout. Look for that right shoulder and a bigger move to the upside. 22 and the 12, my go-to, looking sweet. The 8-hour, looking great. The 8-hour is in a bull flag, period. Like, it's starting to flag out. So if you look here, I mean, you're starting to make a bit of a beautiful flag. I love when I'm touching the 21. When I'm above the 200 moving average. Again, we might make a little bit of a dippy right shoulder, but so far this looks absolutely lovely here for a possible bigger trade. See how we're riding parallel basically with the momentum up with the 200 moving average? Very bullish sign. See how we've gone up right now ever since the stochastics have kind of gone overbought and should be trending down, but price action continues to push. It tells you there's heavy buy pressure right now. And that massive dump really got the whole world paying attention to Bitcoin. And people decided how much they, what it did is it shook people awake. Like, how much are you willing to pay? And a lot of people unloaded. They said, you know what? I know the whole world wants it more than I do, and I got to get it before the whole world. And that's kind of the Bitcoin syndrome. And if that continues to grow, people continue to bug out. Still shoulder, possible head, possible right shoulder. We could get a dump. I'm open-minded at all times for anything that's possible. I don't never say it's one way. I can see when the probabilities are definitely calling our name. Like today, that was kind of a right shoulder. We eventually did the dip and moved down up. Oh, where is my box, though? We should be closer to my box. I think my box is on the Bybit chart. Remember, I did the Bybit chart this morning. We'll go find Bybit, and we'll find my green box and see if we hit my green box. So this would be a beautiful flag. If the 1 hour gets this bounce, See, and that's going to basically also help the bigger time frames get that same idea. So we're looking for this bounce, the tightness. That looks like it could take, I don't know, 8 to 12 hours before the bigger move. And then boom, we get a bigger move further to the upside here for Bitcoin. 108,850 is another key resistance point. That's where I would be looking to take profits on this next big pump to the upside. So here, I mean, the stochastics reset, and we got a little bit of a dump just in the last hour, right as the weekly closed, like they caused the volatility. But people seem to like that price action. And if you pull a Fibonacci there, you came down to the 618 golden pocket. It has some hidden bullish vibes because this is definitely not steep. Looks like it may eventually be a downtrend. Well, that's an uptrend, saying you'll break this high before you break that low. Hidden bullish divergence with the 618 fib. It's looking pretty nice, even though it is on the smaller time frame. We could make a right shoulder and dump. So in the next 5 hours, 6 hours, we're looking, that might come at a 5-hour right shoulder, and we could end up coming down to 104,393. It's not all bullish. I'm showing you the path to bullishness if it so be. And we have to have a plan and something ready in case it goes that way. We can't just be like, oh, it's only going one way. And it's not, we have to be ready for any way it can go and have a plan. How's the chat doing? How are my lifers doing? Let me take a look here at the fan funding. I see some money coming in here. Someone gifted 20 memberships, living like chess. I don't know how. You are so blessed. Thank you. That's so nice of you. Shout out to Gary Bifoco. We love you, Gary. Thank you, Gary B. And another, wow. And then we have Powder Hound 9611 for the $10 super chat. He asks, thank you for everything you do. You gave me the knowledge and the courage to quit a job that was only dragging me down. I couldn't have done it without you. I love you, my man. Man, you deserve to be good to yourself. You didn't deserve to be at that job that was sucking your energy, not treating you right, and not letting you become who you wanted to become. You deserve to be free like me and go after your dreams like I did. You deserve to go all the way, baby. That's, you deserve it. And good for you for treating yourself with blessed hands and telling yourself, hey, I deserve a blessed life. I'm not going to get drained anymore by this low frequency behavior and this low frequency position that I did put myself in at one point, but I've grown out of it. Shout out to Rave Song Records. Chat is great. There's significance of a pin bar candle. There is. It's a very bullish sign. It suggests we will get a reversal. All right. Cliff from Boston, my man. Been a while, lifer. New backdrop. Do you like it? What do you think? Yeah. It's professional, isn't it? It's just got a look. It's got a vibe to it, doesn't it? Something about the way I look and the cleanliness of the gray. And I'm wearing a lot of gray ties to bring it in. You know what I mean? No, but thank you for mentioning the backdrop. We work really hard. We've picked all these paints and, want to make it nice. Thank you for the membership. God bless you, B Sleazy. We love you, man. That sounds so funny. It's okay. I choose not to trade. I choose to hold. It didn't cost me a thing. God bless you, Imagination of Innocence. We love you, man. Hey, I held for a long time until I learned how to swing trade and realized I could make more money instead of sitting there. But hey, it's okay. There's also big money in holding. I also never swing trade Bitcoin. I just hold my BTC. Actually, I swing trade BTC pairs or, BTC collateral. But yeah, thanks, Sam, for all the knowledge. God bless. Shout out to Crypto Havoc. Shout out to Greg Novak. Greg, I love you, man. And my brother, bro. I hope that baby's doing well, man. God bless you, man. And your wife, both of y'all. Tell her she's amazing for letting you run around the city like, Man, you did it. You're the man. But, and she was cool with it. She was cool. I wish I can get blessed with a monthly membership. Hey, it happens rarely to the right people at the right time. If I gave it out every 5 seconds, then where would the value be? So keep sticking around. Keep coming back. It just may happen to someone like you. Just might be you. Yeah. Sam's the type of guy to call you and say, I can't talk right now. How do you know? I do that every day. I can't stream right now. I got to go, guys. Vegas Claus is the type of guy to write a reply to himself. But I'm saying, hey, I won 40 after midnight and I'm watching. That's how much we love the lifer. I love you too, man. So I scheduled a call and they canceled my schedule. Then I schedule another call for Minotaur Trading. I just want more information about it. Yeah, no, for sure. I don't know why they shouldn't be canceling your membership, man. Yeah. And everyone's saying no music today. Somehow the music's cutting out. We don't know what's going on. There should be music today. I don't know why it's not there. No music. Master Friend, is there no music? I'll see what Master Friend says. You know what it is? That's probably someone further back in the chat. They chat, but they chat further back, right? You can chat when you're further behind, and I still see the chat. I got music. I'm listening to music, so it's so weird. And it's showing that it's playing right now. How about now? Do you guys hear the music now? There you go. So there you go. It's just the way this thing is working. It's messing up. I get it. I got a way to give you music. I got a way. There you go. You should get some music now. You should have some awesome music now, right? It should be kind of exactly how you want it right now. Let me know, though. Let me know. This should be it. This should be it. Friend, I need you. I need your friend. Wow, a lot of typing. Okay, cool. Yes. Yes means it's perfect. Just write 100% perfect if it's perfect, but you never know. Okay. There we go. All right, I've had music the whole time. So sorry. That's it. All right, blessings. I've caught it. The levels are so off, but I'm where I need to be now. So blessings on blessings. Tomorrow I'll like unplug everything, reset, retry, and I'm never gonna do that whole thing again. Anyway, Bitcoin. Are we gonna struggle? I like this level here. I want to see us bounce. I want to wake up tomorrow and see us going sideways. I wouldn't make a huge trade tonight. Sunday night's not my favorite day to trade. I trade, actually this weekend we did great though. I made thousands of dollars the last few days. I had never expected that we would make as much money as we did. God bless everyone that took the trades, everyone that nailed it with the lifer. Respect. Now the bearishness. The bearishness is this makes some type of right shoulder here, and we end up somewhere back down at 104,005. I got mixed signals on the night. I'm waiting for confirmation. Like I wouldn't enter any, I have a little long going right now, but that's about it. We do have the liquidations up at 107,200, but we still got some longs too down at 103.9. So there's enough to go either way, a little more to the upside than to the downside. What did I just show you? I just showed you book wrap. A future stock and trading platform that displays market liquidity. Check what the candlesticks are hiding. You just see candlesticks. I see where the liquidity is. I have a cheat sheet. I know where your liquidations are, even when you don't. Hey, bada bing, bada boom, bada bang over. Hey. So Bitcoin, last few hours pulling back, got overbought on the stochastics RSI, resetting on the 1 hour. We just need to make sure we put in a higher low and stay above this resistance here at about I'd say 105,300. We stay above 105,003. We got ourselves a bit of a chance here to continue to get the bounce, consolidate, and start moving. We break 103, 105, 105.3. We could start dropping down to 104.4, testing the 200 moving average again on the 1 hour time frame, and we're back to brass tacks here. So far, so good. Another thing that I see though that I have to take into consideration is a bit of a shoulder, head, shoulder. To me, it looks like a complex inverted head and shoulder that could definitely give me some bigger moves to the upside. So a complex inverted head and shoulder that could definitely do some damage for sure. Watching that very, very closely. Thank you for all the new members jumping on in today. You didn't have to do that, but you did. Shout out to anyone that gave, anyone that's sending a super chat my way. Shout out to 1,000 people here on the live. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. It's the weekly candle close. I know it's the summer, but you got to do your due diligence. There's money to be made this week. I know there's opportunity out there, and we're ready, and we're going to be poised and planned for it, and we know what days not to be going too hard and what days to be going hard, and we're ready to go. We're going to be trading the NASDAQ this week on the Tech 100. NASDAQ took a bit of a dump here. I'm not in the trade yet for the NASDAQ. Once we get busy, and we're turning 2,000 into 100 into 10,000, and we'll go from there. Right now we're at $3,300, so we did pretty good. We're up 50% on the account already, a little over that. So you gotta, that's credit where credit's due to make 50% trading levy on, and we're 4 for 5. We've only made 5 trades. We've only lost 1 on the NASDAQ. Shoulder head looks like it could make a right shoulder and dump. They get a little bit of a slight pullback there. The bigger picture looks better to me though. Yeah, so this is kind of what I see happening. It seems like Elon deleted some of the tweets. How weird was that, man? What a tirade, bro. how you got to keep your cool, man, in front of the world at all times. Like, if you feel something that big, I don't know, but maybe he felt something was compromised, and he also feels like he's representing the people. There's so many rabbit holes to the rabbit hole. You know, I just want to see, you know, Maha do his thing. I don't want all this stuff getting in the way, you know. So look, I wouldn't be surprised if we do get a pullback back to 21,660 here, and then that opens up the floodgates for tighter price action, which then gives us the bigger move in the NASDAQ for the breakout. We may have a rocky week here ahead. We've got CPI, PPI, you know, we've got some, you know, and Bitcoin could get a little bit of a pullback, the NASDAQ too as well, but still I'm overall bullish on this move, and it says we could be breaking out by June 11th, you know, within 3 to 4 days here, by Wednesday or Thursday, the NASDAQ, Tech 100 on BTCC, and you can trade this with my link below in the description. And thank you so much for the super chats. We appreciate you. We love you. We're going to jump into each and every one of them and deep dive them with you guys. So we're watching to make sure we get a bounce here on the 1 hour. That's really what it comes down to. You lose this key level, you're dropping here. You lose that key level, you're dropping. So you lose 105.3, you're dropping down to 104.4. You lose 104.4, you're dropping down to 102.6, and we go from there. It looks to me like the probability is we're going to go sideways. Let's look on my Bybit chart where I had the green zone, right? Didn't I make a green zone somewhere? Maybe I deleted it when I made I made a green zone, man. I feel like we almost touched it somewhere in there. I'd have to go back to the tape to see it. Well, look, this does look like a bear flag on the 15-minute, does it not? And it's already breaking out a little bit, right? So that's sketchy. And you got kind of shoulder, head, right shoulder. So that's why I wouldn't get too caught up with the small time frames, but you definitely want to watch them closely. Today I was watching this all day, and I was looking for this to break out, and it did. I can't believe it. We got the pump. So mixed signals, but I do see a possible bear flag there as well. So we got to get a bit of a bounce. Thank you so much for all the members jumping on in today. That's insane. Very, very blessed to have each and every one of you care about me so much to want to jump on in. And shout out to anyone who gives those memberships to people. You didn't have to, but you did. I mean, that's a bear flag with a mighty pole. And you are below the 5-minute 200 MA. You are below, and you just tried to get back above it and got rejected by it. So it's like you tried that bullish reversal, and it said, no, not tonight. Not tonight, Junior. Not tonight over here. That's a bit of a bear flag. I wouldn't be surprised if we did dump the measured move all the way down to 104.8. So watch this. I'd say in an hour from now, if you're starting to drop here, you're going down. But if you kind of go sideways more, the 1 hour's picking up, you're going to get the breakout. I'd watch your 5-minute. Right now, it's more likely we're going to get a dump because we got a firm rejection of the 200 MA. So you got to start thinking this bear flag's going to dump on you further to the downside for Bitcoin. Not a great night to be in a trade. I may just, call it quits here. We had an awesome 4 or 5 days of trading too. I want to keep reiterating that. Don't, and if you didn't get in where we got in, you didn't make the gains like I did, don't worry. I'm going to continue to do this every single day. We do not stop. We will find opportunity in this market. I'm still up like $45. And I'll move the stop loss to break even and go to, and just, call it a day here. So I'll show you how I move the stop loss to break even in case you've never used an exchange before or know how to use MEXC or anything, right? So right here, you got your stop and you can just glide it right above the entry. So, hey, there's my entry. You can glide your stop like right into there, right? Now we get the bounce. I'll be ready to go. We'll be all set. And there, confirm, there's my stop, and it's in profit. I can't lose money now no matter what happens on the night. Wouldn't be surprised if they fake the reversal back up. It's Sunday night. Be very careful. Have a plan, stick to your plan, have a stop, support or resistance, and go from there. There's nothing else you can do. You can't fake it, you can't force it. You just got to be yourself and make it happen. Shout out to the people that keep coming in, man. This is insanity. The new members that just keep jumping on in. Oh my God, hold up. Something just happened here. What happened here? Rick4962 sent 50 memberships. He sent 100 memberships to everybody, man. You guys are awesome, brother. That's like $4 a membership. So that's like that's like giving a $500 super chat, everybody. You realize that? Yeah, because that's like $4 times 5, 200. Might even be 5 times 5, 250. The dude just spent $500 to $400 of his own money for everybody, man. He really did. That's huge. And this guy spent another 20. So combined between them all, that's 80, 200, 200. Yeah, it's about 120 memberships. Unbelievable. You guys are awesome, man. And that's for when I stream to members only. I'm going to do some member-only streams soon. Very soon. I keep saying I'm going to do that. I got to write it down and remind my team. I might even do one tonight. You want to see us as we're putting in a pool fence tonight? We got some crazy stuff going on tonight when I get off the stream. I'm going to be putting on I'm going to be rolling in the dirt. My buddy's out there right now with a headlamp on. We are grinding PVC piping, concrete, you name it. We're putting pools around the fence. We're getting it done. All right? You can pay everyone to do your work. You can make $20K a day and pay everyone, or you can still do your own work. I mean, you know what I mean? I'm not a miser. I'm an economizer, my dad used to say. I used to love that line. Thanks for all you do, Lifer. Can we check DIA on the daily? Shout out to Joker NYC. I don't know how many times you've supported me with a super chat, but it's been in the hundreds. God bless you, Joker NYC, man. I love you. At least 50, 60 times. I swear you've given me a super chat. God bless you. Ski and Rooster, I love you. So everybody, we could make this bear flag down. We could get the bounce. Right now, I have to say the bear flag's more likely because we're below the 200 moving average. Well, let's see if we can fight it off and stay firm on the 1 hour. I wouldn't be trading anything right now. I'd stay cool. Remember, I was trading all weekend, doing all sorts of stuff. So if I'm not trading, something's brewing there, right? Yeah. Who's getting the memberships? Whoever wants one. They're out there for you to grab. Yeah. Putting pools around the fence. Yeah, exactly. Putting fence around the pools, man. Sammy, how do we add to it an MA? Can you show us, please? Yes, very simple. Go up here to indicators. Type in MA. And go to... You can go to 5MA. You can go to MA, right? Moving average simple. Click on it. It's going to give you the 9. Go to the settings. Hover over. Hit the settings. Turn the 9 to the 200. Hit style, turn it yellow so you can rock with me. And you got your yellow 200. If it's not yellow, please don't add it. But seriously, there's your 200 moving average right there, and that's all you need really to get busy. Use the 200 and the 21 and just get paid. Stochastics RSI, bang, 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 bang. Let's take a look here at the fan funding and see what's happening here on this beautiful, amazing, gorgeous, lovely Sunday night. All right, Gary, thank you for everything you do. Shout out to Powderhouse. Yep, we read that. God bless you, man. And I'm so happy you did that. You did it yourself. I helped you, but you did it. Hey, Sam, can you do a small time frame later? Time frame analysis on virtual. I had a big retracement. Nice recovery so far. Thank you. Let's take a look at virtual. 100%. It definitely had me interested when it made that move. And it's a great coin, so you think, hey, DCA, right? Possibly a good place to jump on in. Virtual. Yeah, that looks like it's going to roll over. See the way it's... I could be wrong. And there's some divergence there. I got mixed signals. I don't overtrade when I got mixed signals. That's when I chill and keep my composure and keep my capital. My capital and my composure both stay calm. Fine, virtuals looks very similar to Bitcoin, but it's almost like, look, it has the same exact flag, but it's getting the bounce. It's interesting. Is it pre-shadowing that Bitcoin's going to get a bounce? I swear they do this sometimes. They pick a coin and they do something to it, and that's the coin that they're going to do. That's what they're going to do to Bitcoin, and it's like they're letting other people know without knowing. You know, there's like some type of hidden spoken. And I swear, and I'm saying this on my own, but I see it sometimes. Like a coin pumps, and then Bitcoin, it's almost like they're telling everyone in their inside crew what they're going to do to Bitcoin. Right? Wow, look at the balls exploding in the jar there. Wow. Thank you so much. $50 super chat. Blocky AI agent says hello. Thank you so much. That's super nice of you to support the channel like that. I'll take a look at the chart, see what it's going. It did look more bullish the last time we looked at it, and I'm not even doing that just because you're sending me money. If I didn't like it, I'd say, hey, I like your super chats, man, but we're not going over that right now. Chart looks horrible. I just go over what looks good, and the charts do look good to me. You know, I'm looking at virtuals like this, and looks to me a bit of a Livermore cylinder, a broadening, rising wedge. And I'm looking for it to break out of this falling wedge here back to the upside off of the daily 200-day moving average, right? Look, that piecemeals itself right back up there to 291, and we get this beautiful pump. It would defy a bit of a head and shoulder, but we're oversold. RSI, stochastics, and the MACD all suggesting a possible move here to the upside. We're staying above the 200 nicely. We're going to have major resistance there at 211 because resistance, we hit it so many times. I wouldn't be surprised if virtual does get a pump, right? But be careful. Bitcoin rolls over. This will also roll over. It really depends on what Bitcoin does. You don't want to be too all over that. Yeah, you want to give it some breathing room for the next few days. Oh, they do. Kita just continued to ripping 152. Went all the way to 173 today. Oh my God. We talked about Kita, started talking about it at 12 cents. I think there would be some type of pullback here now for Kita. I would be looking for Kita to do something like this. It's just so bullish. And I still feel the parabolic move here. I wouldn't be surprised if Kita rips to 259, like, you know, somewhere 260, 245. Kita, baby. That sideways price action with the 21-day moving average here. Boom. Let me get the explosion to 245, 246 for Kita. Like a cheetah with a K, Kita, right? That thing looks hot. I'm putting alerts on it. They have it on Dex Screener. They got it on a couple other exchanges as well. But I'm alerting myself to Kita, and I got a few alerts there. 152. I talked about it at 12 cents, 24 cents, 30 cents, 50 cents. Dang. Give it up to the lifers equals Sam's Crew 100. Let's go. 333 XRPTA, please. Would like to see your breakdown for today against the 21mm or something. TA Sensei, much love, Mr. P. Shout out to 333 Shoot. God bless you, man. So we looked at virtual, man. Thank you so much. We'll look at Blocky Eye. Thank you for the $50 super chat. Still troubling to connect to Discord with you. Who can help? My wife, and then Jamie Zeno, who's basically the head of Discord, but he does have hours, European hours. So he's asleep right now, but he'll be up really early. You know what I mean? Like, it's 3 a.m. for him right now. So in 4 hours, 5 hours, he's awake, 7, 8 a.m. Just email cryptolifers@gmail and say, I'm having problems getting in. Someone will help you immediately, man. Yeah, we don't play around. Everyone knows how hard I work. My whole staff knows that I want you guys in and I don't want any problems. If there's any problems, I'm always like, guys, what's going on? Make sure that everyone gets in seamlessly and help them no matter what their problems are. And I apologize. I will bend over backwards for you, man. It's always our fault, and we're here to help you. Let's do TA on XRP. Somebody asked about, and I want to see, someone asked about XRP, trouble with the Discord, DIA on the daily, and ZBCN. Yeah, I'm a trucker, and I don't have the ability to do it myself. Amen. I'll take a look at that, Major Dave. I'll help you out, and I'll give you the levels that matter, all right? So we're going to take a look at ZBCN and find the major levels for Major Dave. We're going to take a look at, what else we got? We're going to look at Blocky, because Blocky's cool. We're going to take a look at XRP, and we're going to take a look at DIA. Let's start with DIA. I think that came in first. And then we'll go to XRP, and then over to, we're going to look at the levels on ZBCN. We're going to get down for each of you right now. Don't go anywhere. We've got it right here, right now. So we're going to go to Binance on this DIA chart because that looks the best. You know, right off the bat, if you want me to just throw my 2 cents right at you, I do see a possible bottom. Shoulder, head, right shoulder. But we did this before, shoulder, head, and we kind of just waned off. We did get the pump, but we eventually could not get back above previous support and resistance. We have a major resistance here at about 40 cents. And then we got one up here at about, 43 cents. And then even down here at like 38. Shoulder, head, right shoulder. Bit of a cup and handle here too as well. And I can see that handle bouncing out to the upside, doing some major damage. Just absolutely ripping up. Possible back to the 200-day moving average. I mean, that is a bottom to me. But we did it last time and only had a lackluster pump. So, DIA, not one of my favorite coins. I'm not a huge fan of it. I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole, but hey, it does look like it can't get a move. But, you know, how far, how strong? Could get rejected there at 41. If you're lucky, you get to 42, and then some type of consolidative pullback. I don't see it going further than that. I feel like Bitcoin on the 1 hour is a must buy if it bounces off 105.5, right back to 106.8. Educate me, prove me wrong, please. I mean, I'm bullish, but you know, we could lose the 200 MA. I already did my entire analysis on Bitcoin, and I answered that question in depth. You know what I mean? You just got to watch my Bitcoin analysis, really. I'll deep dive it in a second. Hold on, though. I got to look at ZBCN and XRP here. And Blocky. I want to take a look at Blocky just to see. So I liked XRP. I wanted to see it make a move, get tight, and make the bounce. I said it could also make a shoulder, head right shoulder, and fall off. It made the right shoulder. It did fall off. I wanted to see it get tight first. It did not. I could see both scenarios and how to watch it and find out which way it was going to go. And it did exactly kind of look at Adam and Eve right here. Look at this. It's an Adam and Eve right there. Double top, right? You'd have to assume it's going to come possibly back down to the bottom of the pattern. Or, you know, there's a chance you could say it broke out of this falling wedge here. I don't know. Pretty messy price action. I see it dropping back down, probably to the 618 golden pocket. And it also depends on Bitcoin. Bitcoin slops over and loses that, you know, 105 out level, and we drop to 104.4 and 102. XRP is going to drop. It's interesting. It's in a bit of a little flag here that could go either way, getting somewhat oversold. Wouldn't be surprised if it bounced, but I got mixed signals. It's not amazing. You're definitely taking a high risk, aggressive long. You get into XRP right there. Waiting for it to break out and retest 0.5. Hold up. This isn't XRP. This is ZBCN. So sorry. I'm like, wait a second. So sorry. I'm on ZBCN. Please apologize. Shoulder, head, right shoulder. You know, ZBCN's attempting to double bottom here. You see it? Attempt to triple bottom, actually. It's definitely a good DCA, but I wouldn't be surprised if it dropped a little lower. Somewhere back down here to 0.0032254. It has really strong support, though, at 0.0042964 here. 0.0042578, actually, is that support. If it drops down lower, I see it going to the 786, possibly to 0.0026899. But right now, it would likely bounce off the trend line. If we adjusted it, that shows it about 0.0032599. Again, it could bounce. I'm getting mixed signals, but this also looks like shoulder, head, shoulder, shoulder. The daily also says it needs to retrace a little bit more back to that 618 golden pocket. So I just want to delete all this and look at it fresh for a second.
I'll take you anywhere. Just tell me I'll be there. We don't need a plan. I like it unprepared.
I wouldn't be surprised if it made a move further down. It could bounce. It's been a hot coin right now, and that's strong support. But for me, I feel like the charts usually like to come down to that 786. Hey, if it comes up, it might make one of these. It might double bottom here, and that will give us the A-OK, right? Let's take a look at XRP. I feel like Bitcoin on the 1 hour, yeah. I mean, I like Bitcoin right now, and I've been buying it up. XRP, so I see XRP in a beautiful cup and handle. Don't worry about this wick, they'll take care of that. It was an API glitch on TradingView. It did not happen in real life. That's a cup and handle. We held this key level. I see XRP mooning, bro. And that's the entry right there with the stop loss below 187. Take profit at 372, and I stick to it. I've been saying this over and over again. When this happens, people can't say, hey, I covered this numerous times. All right, let's take a look at PONKE. No double ups on the super chats, just one, please. If everyone did a double, then it would be, oh man, sometimes I got 50 super chats to stream, 30 super chats to stream. We're you know, I love it, don't get me wrong. I'm excited about it, but it's you know, we can't get too. Today's a little slower, possibly. I looked at PONKE. I wanted to see it get tight right there and get the bounce. Instead, this is what they're doing lately. They're going after everyone's stop hunt. Like, they're stop hunting. There's less retail. This is kind of like it was back in the beginning of the bear. It's a bear market for the altcoins. There's less people out here. Whenever I trade an altcoin, I'm swing trading with a deep stop loss. See, look, they just went after the stop losses. That was a nice flag. They went after the stop losses. I own PONKE long term. When it comes to these coins, I don't, smaller coins, I swing trade only Bitcoin on leverage. None of these little coins. That's how you get wrecked. I'm not greedy. I just need to make a little more each day. I don't need to be the greediest guy in the game. But, we're staying above the 200. We're getting tight. Shoulder, head, possible bit of a right shoulder. You see? Get this shoulder, head, possible. I want to see us get tight. Breakout with the pump. Go up to 16.16282 here. And you are oversold. I wouldn't be surprised if it bounced. They made one last liquidity grab. I still hold it, so I'm just holding it. Seeing where it goes. I don't really have to take a shot or be too risky here. I think it's a little risky. It's very small. Like, I probability is looking good that it can break out, but I know there's higher risk on this trade. So it's up to you. I'm in it already, but, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I'm saying you should be taking as financial advice. You got to do whatever makes you happy here on this trade. I do see it still consolidating. I'd put an alert here. That alert hits and you're still in the pattern, then it's very likely you're going to the upside. Thank you, Cam. God bless you. Shout out to Stephen Burton. Shout out to Major Dave. Shout out to Roger Tremino. And let's take a look at Blocky AI from Roger. That's going to be on Dex Screener. I'm just going to load it up on another screen just in case. Sometimes when I load something up, it goes through my history, in a second, and people can see. I want you seeing my history, I want you knowing where I've been, though, yo. So let's take a look here at Blocky AI. I'm like, what was I talking about over here? Still sitting at that $1.8 million market cap. I like the logo. The look is cool. The glasses and all that. But yeah, we wanted to see it break out this cup and handle, and it just kind of broke out and then grabbed liquidity. So it did a fake breakout almost to get people to get in and then kind of flush them. I don't know. I'm not a fan. As long as it stays above previous resistance and support, which it's right on right now, I can still see a bounce. But only time will tell. If it does get a bounce, I do see it going to 004523. Blocky AI. Thank you so much for the $50 super chat. You didn't have to give, but you did. That will come back to you tenfold. Tenfold. So look, just like Virtual got the bounce, I wouldn't be surprised if, I know that this is crazy, but look what I see here. See, everyone else sees a bear flag, but I see a cup and handle. I see this thing breaking out and getting a bounce. Bit of a double bottom cup and handle here, back to the upside. That's also a double bottom. And if you just trade the way you're supposed to trade, 68% chance you're back at 106,350 by later on tomorrow morning into tonight. So I'm more bullish than bearish here right now. I was a little more bearish than bullish, but now I'm leaning a little more bullish. We can get this bounce, this double bottom bounce here for Bitcoin. It's not all bad. There's some love out here. There's some love. Hope you and the fam are doing well, lifer. Much love, brother. Thank you so much, Nito Saviesla. God bless you. Thank you so much. And we're going to pack a big punch tomorrow. The market's going to open strong. We got a lot coming at us. Monday actually might give us a little more action because we got Tuesday and Wednesday coming with CPI and PPI, right? So, and let's go over that again in case you want to know what's happening. Monday, nothing. Tuesday, nothing. So I misspoke. Tuesday, nothing, right? Wednesday is going to be CPI, month over month CPI, core CPI, and CPI year over year at 8:30 EDT Wednesday. Then coming in hot Thursday at 8:30, same time, but Thursday you have core PPI in unemployment claims that will move the market with volatility. There's usually a big spike both ways exactly around that time. They usually get out usually if you're trading the 1 hour or the 4 hour, you're not affected. But if you're trading the 5 minute, the 1 minute, you get absolutely sliced, chopped up, liquidated, and splattered like a bug in a window shield. So just be careful out here on those two times. I would write sticky notes, put them on my front of my computer because you're going to forget. I've forgotten 100 times. I've reminded myself 7 times all week because then the adrenaline rush of the trades make you forget your short-term memory. And then you start being then you look up and you're like, oh my God, I just forgot about CPI. And you get shredded. It's happened to me before, or you would have opened the trade a second later and waited to see what happened for the dust to settle, and then you go from there. That's all. That's all I'm saying. It could save you some time from getting splattered all over the place. Shout out to the 1,045 people here on the live, 487 likes, $104 in chat revenue. You people are absolutely amazing. May God bless each and every one of you. You're blessed individuals. If you want to join my trading group and got all the calls that I made this weekend, how I made $1,000 in under an hour, how I made about $5,000 in about under 40 hours in the last 3 days. Absolutely nailed it. Traded on MEXC, traded on Weeks, Bitfinex, and how I'm trading the NASDAQ on BTCC. Links to every single one of these awesome exchanges are in the live chat if you want to jump on in and trade where I trade. Please don't use leverage if you don't know what you're doing and start, getting liquidated and losing all your money. Not a good idea. I made my first million DCAing into BTC slowly but surely, time and time again. Just with my head down, not looking for a big fix, just looking for the fix that will eventually come my way. I was never looking to get rich fast. I was looking to get rich for sure. See, I don't want to get rich quick. I want to get rich for sure. Grant Cardone lend me that phrase, and I absolutely love it. Spot on, man. You can get rich as fast comes and goes. Hope you and the fam are doing well. Much love, brother. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for just sending a super chat to say nice things to me. May God bless you. Bang, bang, bang. I love everybody in the live. Thank you for jumping on in. You don't want to see my P&L. It'll make you pissed off. All right? You'll get disgusted by my P&L. It'll make you throw up. You'll gag over my P&L. All right? You'll gag on it. You'll be like, You'll be like, no, that's not true. It's Photoshop. I show my P&L and people don't think it's real, so it's like it's almost pointless. You know what I mean? Well, look, the last 5 trades on MEXC here, okay? I won $16 because I just covered a trade. Didn't go well. I won $900. I won $2,200, right? That's from 6.6 to now. It's 6.8, right? So that's about, what's 2,200 plus 932, right? 750 would give you $3,000 with 250 left, and then you got 2, so that's 282, right? So that's 3,282. With the 20, with the 16, Then I took an L of $135. Oh no, right? Which puts me at like 3,200. And then I took a win of 350 and another win of about 1,200. So in one, and that's from, the 6th. So in 2 days, those trades were, one started on the 5th. So this trade here started on the 5th. All right. So in 3 days, 1,200 plus 4, basically 350, that's 15.5. You minus that 135, you're at like 1370. And then you throw that in there, that 250, we can round that up to $2,000, and then you got another $2,000. It's about $5,000, right? I mean, right? So there you go. Not 4,400. All right. That's 5 trades, 1 loss. I don't know, man. I'm banging. Not many people can do that. Not many people can trade 6 times in a row and only lose $135 one time. It's very rare. Like, that is very rare. You won't see that. That is exceptional trading. And that's while I'm traveling, buying a new house. I just got to a new location. I'm setting up a remote studio on my laptop. Like, come on now. Like, this is while I'm traveling. I just got to a new home. I'm living out of paper bags. I don't even have my trash. Like, it's a mess right now. And I'm banging on them to the upside, man. And that's just one. I made another trade on Weeks for $1,000. So, you don't even want to know, man. You worry about your P&L. I'll worry about mine. Just know that I pay the bills, baby. I pay the bills, man. And I like doing it every single day. Look for this double bottom to pump. I like double bottoms. They get me going, baby. I'm already getting a little frisky right now. Thank you for asking about my P&L. I appreciate that. Anyone out there? Right? Now make a video and show us your P&L. All right. Now he should show me his P&L. He put me on the spot. Where's his P&L? You know what I mean? Everyone wants to see my underwear. Where's your underwear? Straight up. Uneven butt cheek, speaking of underwear. Hey, we got to keep it classy here. Keep it family. I get it. Keep it PG. Over here. Hey. Photoshop for sure. 100%. 100%. I went in there before the stream and got a little fake, I just did it. And I knew I was going to put out, I can't put out the real at P&L, man. I just asked. I don't trade. Hey, why don't you? I love you, man. He's like, you're funny, man. I just asked. I don't trade. I like you. I like that. I got you. That's the Boston sense of humor right there. I don't buy Bitcoin at 8K. I did buy Bitcoin at 8K a couple years ago, just like my mom, man. Are we measuring P&Ls? How big's your P&L? Wait. What's going on over here? Speaking of measuring tapes over here, I told you I've been working. I told you I've been having the tools out. I told you I've been grinding. Why do you think I got a measuring tape next to me on the desk over here? Look, my buddy brought me this fossil that he found, a 1,000-year-old fossil. Look at this, dude. It's a 1,000-year-old fossil he found at the beach in an ancient island. He has the other half. We both have each half. He gave me each half. This thing is crazy, bro. You can see like the egg that was kept inside for like centuries. Pretty crazy, right? Amazing times to be alive, I'll tell you, man. Amazing times. Break out the measuring tape over here. Bitcoin at 107,000 until we pump again. Hey. How come you got a tape right there? You guys are funny, man. You were scared. No, you were scared. No, you were scared. No, you were scared over here. Hey, Sammy, watch the square. Hey. Don't touch the jacket over here. I just came in from the snow. Spring rolls in the chat, everybody. Hey, shout out to Michael Dulce, the sweet one. Shout out to Nick Flip. Shout out to Vegas Claw. Shout out to Master Friend in the house. Love learning. Marcos Martinez. Shout out to King of Kings, man. And all you beautiful people that threw down $104 in chat revenue, 1,062 people on the stream, 517 likes on this beautiful Sunday night. A Sunday night live stream. Who would have thought, huh? Who would have thought? Nobody live streams Sunday night for the weekly close, but I do every single week. We already went 4 times this weekend. We overworked for you on the weekend. We made gains in the group, man. Massive gains. Shout out to anyone that took the gains with me and just stacked it. It was a great couple of days of trading, man. I'm super excited. I can't wait for next week and for more to come our way. So remember, you can do anything you want. You can travel the world, live wherever you want, and do whatever you want. Nobody will tell you nothing. As long as you're helping others, you're serving somebody, you got to serve others in some way, shape, or form. Like today, I get up, in this stream, I was outside, tired playing with my kids. This stream wasn't easy. But I banged out the stream and it made me feel good. And I did what my job. My job is to stream and keep it moving, right? I'm where I gotta be at the time I'm supposed to be here. I might be a couple minutes late. Give me a break. I stream for thousands of days straight. Give me a break over here. My P&L is grower, not a shower. Hey. Hey, it's on the way up, all right? It's just not there yet. Hey, I like that, man. Hey, as funny as that is, that's how I did positive affirmation. See, people with negative affirmation, they say I can't make money, I can't do well. I'm always aware of someone, I meet them and they go, I'm so horrible with names. Second I hear someone say that, I'm like, oh, this guy's putting himself down. I said, what else does he tell himself he's not good at? No, because I met someone today and I shook his hand, hi, my name, I'm so horrible with names. And you know what I said? I said, I'm great at everything I do. I said that in my mind. I said, wow, you tell yourself you're horrible. I said, I'm good at everything. You know what I mean? I said, I never tell myself I'm horrible. I said that to myself right as I shook his hand. He said, I'm horrible with names, he said. I said, I would never say that. I said, I'm great at everything I do, man. I possess absolute greatness. I would never talk down to myself and tell myself I'm horrible with names. The average common person I meet, they say, oh, I'm so bad with names. I'm so bad with faces. Well, you better get good with names and faces because that's how you network and that's how you make it happen. I never forget a name. I meet you one time. I'm going to remember your name and I'll remember your face. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to use that to my advantage. You're going to see me a month from now. You're going to walk down the street. Hey, I know you. And I'm going to connect the dots. We're going to find out what's happening. I'm going to help you make a deal. You're going to find the right person. I'm a great connector in business, man, because I remember who I meet. I look people in the face and I get it going. They call me the connector. Jump into my network, man. The 99 is just, you're getting into my network. Even if you never traded, just being in my network is blessing. Someone might be in my 99, only pay $99 a month for 2 years, end up paying $2,000. But one day, they might meet me and we might do some big business together. Some people are probably in my group just to network, not even to do the trading. I'm telling you right now, But you do whatever. I think it's also heavy trading, right? Bitcoin just took a nasty dump. Look at that. The volatility on Sunday night is crazy. And now it kind of looks like a head and shoulder pattern. I don't know, man. This is looking sketchy. So they pumped it. So they made it look like a bear flag. And then they pumped it crazy. Then they brought it back down. Then they pumped it a little bit. Then they dumped it again. I tell you, I'm more bearish than bullish just because we're below the 200. Get back above the 200 or the 5. And I'm just looking for consolidation. I'm not looking for a trade right now. I just want to make that clear. And I'm not trading tonight. I do not trade Sunday night. No. NASDAQ trading is open. Looks like we're going to get a little bit of a slump here, and then we can start that trade from 21.7 back to 21.850. That's kind of my projection. Maybe Monday night, possibly Tuesday morning. We might get that leeway there. June 9th, somewhere at about 2 in the afternoon. And then that could, so we'll see. I'm not perfect on timing, but you can judge it somewhat and get a bit of a bearing for yourself. Everybody, I'm going to jump on out of here for the night. My friend is here helping me, and I want to jump out back into the backyard and help him. I actually do get my hands dirty. I actually do jump into the dirt every once in a while and have some fun. I wouldn't be trading altcoins tonight or going too crazy. I have a few setups to watch, but I'd be easy tonight. I would not be crazy in the market. One step at a time. Let's see where the dust settles after the candle close and go from there. I wouldn't go extra hard tonight. That's just my, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I'm saying you should be taking as financial advice. You go as hard as you want. You do whatever you want. I look different with this camera and this lighting than I did in the other studio. Funny. I look so tan in the other studio too, man. I don't know. S&P and the Nasty Nas going up tomorrow. What's your opinion on gold? My P&L needs support. I can help you. Join the trading group. If your P&L needs support, join my trading group. Join my trading group and get the education you deserve from someone that hasn't taken a day off. Push yourself to the limit. Find your way to make it happen. And anything is possible. This week is going to be treachery too. Watch out. A lot of crazy stuff happening. PPI, CPI. It's a lot of red folders. Take it easy. This week might chew us up today after a great 4 days. I don't want to give all our gains back. All right. Hold on. I'm not done measuring. You're so stupid. Wait. I'm almost there. Wait. I'm an innie, not an outie. That's funny. I'm an innie, not an outie. This guy. You guys are funny, man. These people are nuts. You guys are crazy, man. I love y'all, man. This is the best. I wouldn't be anywhere else. I wouldn't be anywhere else with my people, man. My lifers, bro. You guys got a sense of humor. You guys know how to laugh at yourselves. And you know how to get that guap, baby. And we don't stop, man. Gaining that wealthy man laugh, I see. I love y'all, man. Y'all the best. Shout out to everybody. Stay blessed. Stay amazing. Remember, the secret to success is getting started. You've got this. You can. You will. You are the best. I love y'all. I'll see you tomorrow. We're going to take this week by storm. Show up on Monday. I need each and every one of you. We're going to blast it off with our biggest stream ever tomorrow. I'll see you guys there. God bless. Stay fresh. Stay amazing. Stay squared up. Peace.